Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network for Game 2 of our Wednesday slate of the UT Tyler High School team camp on the campus of the University of Texas at Tyler. Matthew Hermans to my left, working the camera once again. We'll have DeMarcus Johnson from Hoopstar Academy, one of the great Antler Sports Network sponsors, back with us. Our Game 2 matchup, RBC Boyd, one of the 3 RBC teams here in attendance for this week's camp, taking on the Hornets, the Swarm of Hemphill. Want to thank you to some of our sponsors that help keep the Antler Sports Network going. Circle M Crawfish in Tyler, Circle M Crawfish in Big Sandy, Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler, Nippet Golf in Longview, and HTO in Tyler as well. Thank you all, and if I haven't met you guys, you know you guys are. Thank you so much for making sure the Antler Sports Network can keep the lights on. We're primed and ready for Game 2. Both teams are wearing green now, so RBC in a lime green top with black numerals and letterings. Hemphill and more of a darker green with white numerals, letterings, and uniform trim. We're set primed and ready to go for Game 2. Game 1 saw Goat Elite take a commanding win against RBC, against the first RBC team, as Hemphill will take the first possession of this ball game. Here's Anthony White, swings it back out. Amarion Smith losing possession. Skipping through, and that'll be the first foul and bucket of the ball game. Heading to the line will be Hemphill's number 1, Anthony White. Anthony White and this Hemphill team in UIL Conference 2A after the most recent realignment. RBC, a traveling team, participates in the more circuit-based scheduling. As White's free throw is no good, RBC will get their first chance to get a basket here. No, they won't. It's stolen away by Hemphill once again. That's the second turnover they've caused already. Here comes Amarion Smith. Out to the top of the key. Over to White. White can't get it to fall. Rebound corralled by RBC's Hunter Etter. Here's Cope Luttrell. Luttrell drives, tough finish through the lane as RBC gets on the board. 2-2 your score, 18 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Quick reminder for this team camp, 2 18-minute running halves. Only time the clock stops is if it's within 10 points in the last 2 minutes. Officials blowing their whistle. Calling for something, I think it was a wardrobe malfunction, and it seemed to be. Play resuming. Hemphill will take possession. Still a 2-2 game. No, the malfunction continues. It seems there's some piercings in some of the ears of the Hemphill players. As play resumes. 17:55 and counting. Here come the Hornets. Top of the key 3. No good. Rebounded by Anthony White. Here's White at the elbow. Fantastic pass into Tristan Bragg, and Bragg will head to the line. His first opportunity at the line of the second trip to the charity stripe for Hemphill. Bragg at the line for his first attempt at some points here, and he gets it home. 4-2 now the score. The Hornets doing a great job of getting the ball inside, but RBC really hasn't even got anything going on offense. Haven't really been able to see what they're capable of offensively. We might still have to wait. Ball's tipped around and it's corralled by Bragg, but it's stolen, ripped away. And RBC will get on the board. Get back on the board, excuse me. It's 4-4 now. 16:56 left to go in the first half. Here comes White. White spins, drives, doesn't have anything. Gets it over to Tristan Bragg. Bragg back over to wind the corner. White, tough inbounds pass, and it's stolen away. Here comes Luttrell. RBC is running here. Luttrell, bounce pass over, goes up. It's sent away. Fantastic block by Evan McFarland. His first action in this ball game after the substitution. Pull-up jumper, wing 3, no good. Goes right back up, and it can't get it to go. Welcome back, Mr. Johnson. Have to get a quick break in before the ball game.
Quick break. I'm back. I'm ready to see some basketball.
Good basketball we have gotten so far. as Hemphill will get their third crack at some points the easy way. 16:08 left to go in the first half. Shot rattles out the front iron, no good. Here's Luttrell. Uneven break. Skips it over to the corner. Foul call is going to be on the floor. Foul is going to be on Hemphill's number 1, Anthony White. First team foul on Hemphill. Fantastic inbounds play. What is it about these RBC guys that always have great baseline out of bounds plays? That's back-to-back times that we've seen these RBC teams go under the basket and get quality looks and quality possessions out of it.
And it's from that interior player, so I think they've got some success there for sure.
Being a success, drives through.
Nice.
Back-to-back easy buckets. Whistle blows, and it's going to be a hole. No, the bucket will not count.
Oh, wow. Shot.
Short on that three-point shot. Corralled in by Lane Craven. Craven drives, looks baseline, doesn't have anything, gets it out to the top of the key to Luttrell. Here's Luttrell. Back up the top of the key. 14:48 and running here in the first half. Stutter steps, gets it inside. Double teamed immediately, gets it back out to the corner. Corner three, no good. Rebound corralled by Anthony White. Here's White driving, doesn't have numbers, it's an uneven 4-on-2 break, and he wisely slows back down to let his Hemphill swarm back to the ball. Looks like he might have traveled there on that corner. Driving, goes back up. Follows on rebound, fantastic follow and rebound for number 4, Tavion Williams. His first bucket of the ball game, and RBC is coming back down the floor. Hemphill up 8-4. 6-6 is the score.
You're too far. Balance it out. Get in the middle. Will,
We go back to that ball and that player movement. You got to have it, especially in this man-to-man.
There's that movement you talked about. Movement gets you open on backdoor cuts as RBC Boyd takes their first lead of the ball game, 8-6. 13:50 left to go. Boyd with 4 personal fouls, Hemphill with 1. Very risky pass. And it results in a turnover. Fantastic eyesight to find his backside man to save possession for RBC. Here's Luttrell, guarded by Williams. Luttrell, jump pass, over to the corner, takes the 3, hierarchy, can't get it to fall. Rebound corralled by Amarion Smith. Smith gets it up to McFarland. Takes a shot, no good. Rebound Luttrell. That's his second rebound of the ball game. Little guys so far have done a great job cleaning the glass. You typically see the big guys, the buffet busters down low, cleaning the glass, but so far, solid rebounding from all positions, big and small. Jump ball call, the first jump ball we've got in this game. Hemphill will take, looks like Hemphill, or will it be RBC? It will be RBC. Let's see if they can get another bucket off of a under the basket baseline out of bounds play here. If I was a betting man, I'd say that they'd probably get some kind of a good look out of it. Might not be a bucket, but it's going to be a good look. And there it is, wide open corner 3. No good, but hey, that was a great shot.
Great shot.
Just got to knock it down. Here comes Smith.
Oh, good
Smith.
backdoor cut.
Fantastic cut, even better finish. Evan McFarland for 2, ties his game back up at 8. 12:26 left to go. Here comes Luttrell. Luttrell has Smith on him. Swings back over to Bucco. Bucco gets his pass intercepted, and here comes Hemphill yet again. Possibility to stretch this run to 4 straight points. Won't get a chance here as it's stolen once again by RBC. That's the third forced turnover already in the first half of play as we have 12 minutes left. Driving up and under, fantastic finish. Great job slashing through the lane. Switching hands, bit of a nasty finish there. You think he'd just try to go up, maybe draw the foul, but no, he said, I'm going to get a bit icky with it here at the UT Tyler team camp.
There was another possession where he did a similar movement. Wasn't as much spin like he did on this last shot, but he's got it in his bag for sure.
Here's White. White goes straight up with it. 12-foot jumper, he's got it. Substitution being made. Thankfully, and this camp officials are stopping in the middle of play and letting subs get through. If I'm a player and I'm getting tired, I'm thanking the officials for making that decision.
So I'm looking for as a play, this group looks a little bit younger than in the last game, but how many times are we picking up the ball prematurely, right? Getting ahead of ourselves. This stuff translates to being able to control our movements effectively. And so when we feel rushed, you see it all the time with little kids. They'll pick that ball up way too soon.
If you're not getting stopped, why pick the ball up and try to make a decision if you don't have to just yet?
Right.
Ball sails out of bounds. It'll be RBC possession. You think they're going to get another good look? 3 straight in this first half alone. It's 10-24. Excuse me, 10.
I thought it was going to be on the inside. Hey.
There it is. Got to get better positioning there. Step into the pass maybe. Tanner Daniels subbing in for Hemphill, getting his first action. But that spin move again. Heck of a pass. Fantastic hands. Official calling out of bounds. There was a official from the other game blowing his whistle. Both teams seem to be a bit frazzled there. I got to admit, I was a bit frazzled myself. Didn't know what the call was.
Right.
As Lane Craven subs back into the ball game. Lincoln Bucco will take a seat. 10 minutes and counting. Left to go in the first half.
Can they get some good actions right now, though?
We know they can get it under the basket. Can they get into half-court setting, though, is the question.
Right.
Here's Kate Spencer. 19-foot jumper, not through an arrow. Corralled down by Anthony White. Here comes White, has a man on his hip. Drives, uneven break. Gonna take it himself, goes up. Wanted the foul, couldn't get it. Rebound by RBC. Fantastic job of trying to control the ball. Fantastic call by the close side ref here right in front of us. You definitely heard that whistle.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to us. Out of bounds, it will be Hemphill basketball. Substitution being made, subbing in for RBC boy will be number 11, Hunter Etzer. Subbing back out will be number 12. Don't have a name for him, anything. Try to get a name for him as soon as we can.
I was looking on them by myself.
He's had a heck of a game so far. So far in this camp, we got a bit of an East Texas who's who. We have head coach Kevin Murray, boys head basketball coach over at TK Gorham. We have Coach Knuckles over for the Bullard Panthers over in Bullard, Texas. We have head coach Alex Cloudy from Timpson. So some pretty big names so far in this camp.
For sure. These are all notable coaches in our community making things happen for us.
Very prestigious coaches as well. Here comes RBC. Back out to Craven. Craven looking down low. Resets. Just realizing they have 2 number 5s on the floor. Fantastic job selling the foul. That's Colt Luttrell gets the fall away bucket. I say he was selling it. He had a little bit of contact, but maybe not as much. Did a great job of selling the action, selling the contact.
Tapping into his inner Jimmy Butler.
Hey, Jimmy Butler, he's been in the finals, so what more can you say about him? Jimmy Butler, as you guys may know, went to college here in Tyler, Texas. Instead of going to UT Tyler, went to the other college up the street over at TJC as the free throw falls. 7:52 left, 13-10 your score. Pull-up 3, Anthony White, front iron, no good. Rebound corralled by Colt Luttrell. Luttrell has Tanner Daniel on him, switches off to Anthony White now. Here's Luttrell. Luttrell drives. Tough finish, can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Amari Smith. Smith has Williams to his left. Looking for Daniel down low, too high of a pass. He was just a little bit taller. Maybe that would have been a pretty solid pass. Daniel almost looked like he didn't see him, almost a peripheral pass there, but could have been something nice if that pass would have came down.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot in training nowadays. A one-handed hook pass is that space right over the shoulder when the defender is guarding is just there all the time.
It's there all the time, but some guards just have a little bit more trouble than others trying to get that pass in there. It's a tight window, but a very valuable window, I guess you could call it.
Players, if you're listening, if you want to add dynamic passing to your game, you got to practice it along with ball handling. Make it a combo deal.
Shot no good by Lane Craven. Side iron, can't get it to fall. Here come the Swarm, swarming down the floor yet again. Pull-up jumper, tough pull-up jumper, no good. You can see right when he flicked his wrist, that hitch that he had, wasn't going to be that good of a shot.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to be short. You got to step into it, take your time, especially with a pull-up jumper. That open, you got to have good mechanics there. You got to have great mechanics no matter how open you are, but especially in that situation.
Especially. I always tell kids a slow shot's a broke shot. And oftentimes they practice slower shots. And you got to practice the fast shots. Those translate.
No out of bounds call. Fantastic hustle by Anthony White. No, ball was called out of bounds. Horn sounds as a substitution is being made. Tanner Daniel will take a seat. $13-10 here, showing on the board. 5:40 left to go in the first half of play. Here's Luttrell. One thing about this RBC team, they love the dribble handoff action. And in some cases, it gets you open. It's gotten a couple of open shots in the previous game. Just so far, just hasn't really been able to get into it. They're getting the initial handoff, and that's always good. But if you're not getting anything out of it, doesn't really matter. Here comes Hemphill. Amari Smith with it, crossing the timeline. 5:14 left to go in the first half. Gets a screen. Fantastic. There's that over-the-shoulder pass that you just talked about. Speak of the devil. There it is. If you can get the ball into that small window, great things can happen, especially when you have someone like Smith who's lanky, who's athletic, who can get into open space and finish high. Here's Luttrell. Swings it over to the far side.
I'm looking for them to attack out of this dribble handoff.
Because they have to play one or two ways. They either have to take the ball or take the backside guy. Either way, there's a bucket to get out of it somewhere.
Good pass.
Luttrell gets blocked by three separate Hemphill Hornets. But Luttrell will go back up right on that backside block. Try to get a bucket the easy way. Daniel Lakahani subbing back into the ball game for RBC. As Cade Spencer and company will take a seat. Luttrell, his first trip to the line so far this afternoon. Shots up, back iron no good. Fantastic rebound by Quavian Smith. One thing I like about bigger guys now, especially when they're more athletic, when they come down with a rebound, they come down and they want to look. They don't automatically just want to come down and throw a pass or come down and run. They're looking for something. Because sometimes you can just take it up the floor, sometimes there's a pass to be made.
Right. I'm jotting down on my notes right now just kind of how they're getting their shot selection. And I think about the game prior to, there was a little bit more off the dribble attacking, and that kind of happens when a player has access to a variety of offensive footworks, like we just saw right there. Nah, he didn't get the finish.
Got to finish that. That was what we always say, that's a $20 move, 2-cent finish.
There you go.
Fantastic job by Luttrell to get on the floor, move around, and get off the spot without traveling. That's the biggest thing. You know, some officials might give a little leeway on the roll. Other officials, if you even move a muscle while you're on the ground, they're going to call it. But Luttrell getting it out, but won't come to anything fruition-wise on the offensive end. Hemphill will retain possession. Just a hair under 3 minutes left to go in this first half. Either team really getting too much of an advantage. Back and forth game, and there's that window again. That's the third opportunity that Anthony White has created off of that pick and roll. And I know off air, we talked about how efficient pick and roll can become for any team at any level if you just run it the right way. If you find the right looks, make the right passes, if you have a guard and a big that have that chemistry, it can be ball game for an opponent, especially on the defensive end, if you can run that pick and roll efficiently.
Especially if you understand angles as the ball handler. Putting that defender in this tough angle to guard. You know, it is a very tough situation for any defender when you execute it the right way.
There's yet another open possession. Chance at a bucket here from an RBC based on an out-of-bounds play. Three ball, no good. Back iron, can't get it to fall. Luttrell with it, goes up over the trees, and he's got it. You called it before it even came down.
Saw the lockout.
Minute 50 left to go in the first half. RBC 15, Hemphill 16. Neither team able to find an advantage. It's like two heavyweight fighters just trying to feel each other out. Swings, corner three. Yet another short shot for Tavian Williams. He's 0 for 3. All of his shots have been short. So you got to think as a shooter, you got to put a little bit more mustard on that shot if you know you're shooting short 3 times in a row.
we talk about using our legs for shooting, and in tradition, we use our legs all the time, every time. But our legs generally in a training environment is used for rhythm, power, and momentum. And so if they're getting short on these shots, it is a lower body thing, but when you've got a variety of shooting footwork, you can tap into other ways to get momentum.
And there's another fast break bucket. RBC has made a killing off of these backside shots, especially off of the transition game. You talked about transition game in the first ball game that we watched here on the ASN. Seems that some things just simply don't change. There's a response. That's the response we've been looking for. Tristan Bragg in the corner for three. What is it about corner threes in this gym that teams really like? It's like the corner three has been almost automatic for everyone that we've seen so far. Horn sounds. Substitution being made. Quick sub. 27 seconds left. The clock stays running. Only time the clock could stop was in the second half. The last 2 minutes when a game is within 10. Here's Bragg. Swings it over to Smith. Smith getting a screen from Smith. Smith on Smith. Skips through. 8 seconds left. And that will be the last possession of the first half of play. That foul's going to be called. And as the horn sounds, that is the end of the first half of play. Your score after one. We're all knotted up. RBC Boyd 19, Hemphill 19. We'll be back after this short break. You're tuned into the UT Tyler High School Team Camp on the Antler Sports Network.
A car is one of the most important purchases you'll ever make. It's how you drive to work, how you take the kids to school, and how you get to some of life's biggest moments. Why not treat your car as such? Visit Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler on 3021 South Bonner Avenue. Joe Thompson and his team of professionals bring decades of under-the-hood experience to ensure that your car runs at its best. Any make, any model, Thompson Tire and Services is the only place to get the best service for your car in the entire East Texas area. Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler, proud sponsor of the Antler Sports Network. Nippert Golf utilizes true golf simulators to cater to the avid golfer and those new to the sport. With True Golf technology offering advanced analytics. Feeling hungry? Try the Knockout Pizza, Parmesan Crusted Pretzel Bites, or the T-Box Tacos. Bring your own clubs for parties, corporate events, fundraisers, league play, and more. Take the green on 97 prestigious courses. Learn the game of golf from PGA Tour champion and Hallsville native Roy Pace. Enjoy a day out with friends and family with hourly passes and memberships available. Nippert Golf Longview, 414 West Loop 281.
Second half of play resuming now here on the Antler Sports Network. We're all knotted here, 19 in this ball game, this affair between RBC Boyd and Hemphill. Let's start with Hemphill first. Mr. Johnson from Hoopstar Academy, what do you like from the Hornets so far?
From the Hornets, I like, it's tough to say for certain, if I'm being honest, man. They've got a lot of great opportunities. They're having some miscues on this passing, executing, their bigs, where they're at, where they're falling into when it comes off these rolls. But I think ultimately I like where they're at. They're in the ball game. It's knotted up. They can start over. They can execute some things that they didn't probably get a chance to in the first half. So I do like that they're in a good position to win this game.
And let's go to the other sideline. RBC Boyd, what do you like from them so far?
RBC is kind of like that other team we watched earlier. They got some of the similar scrappiness. They kind of go along with how they play. They want to get downhill. I like the fact that they can get on the boards, but it's something that they've got to clean this thing up too. It's the passes, it's the execution. So again, if I'm the coach, I'm feeling good. We got a second half. I like our chances.
All right, we're all knotted up. If I'm a coach, it's 0-0.
Right.
It's like the game pretty much just restarts as the second half begins. Fresh clock, and here we go. The Hemphill Hornets in their dark green, opening possession of the second half of play. Screened by Smith. Smith on Smith yet again. Smith on Smith pick and roll. Should be kind of weird to differentiate the two.
Right.
Watch behind you, Will, behind you.
Fantastic pass. It's into White. White almost looked like it could have been a lob pass or maybe just a missed layup. I'll let him be the judge.
Right.
The ball will go out of bounds. Hemphill will get their first opportunity at a baseline out of bounds possession. Maybe they can have the same efficiency they've had as the two RBC clubs that we've seen so far today. Two bigs battling down low. Here comes Bragg. Bragg. Going to be a foul call. Looked like from our angle that it might have been.
That was a little clean there.
Look
a little clean.
Looked a bit clean. 50-50 call. Officials giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. On the line for the second time today, the forward from Hemphill, Tristan Bragg. Bragg gets it to fall. Well, you know, the old saying goes, ball don't lie. Maybe it might have been a foul.
Might have been a foul.
Tough layup by Latrell. That's going to lead to an easy outlet pass to Taylor White. And that's back-to-back easy buckets. Quick 4-0 run to start the second half for the Hemphill Hornets. Here comes RBC. Maybe they can turn this into a 6-0 run as they come up with a steal. It's a 2-on-2 break. Going up through contact, and he's got it. That's a 6-0 run. These are the starts that you dream of to open up a half as a coach.
Oh, that's out of there.
Driving, it's Bragg. Bragg goes up, no good. White trying to corral it. I don't mean to brag, but that was a heck of a spin move. If he would have hung in the air for just a minute sooner, because the defender jumped a little bit prematurely, a little bit early. Could have had something there. But Hemphill will take possession. Drives, comes through the lane, no good. Smith couldn't get it, but Lakahani does. Lob pass, other side of the floor. Up to Hunter Etter. 17-foot shot, can't get it to fall. Bragg comes down with the rebound, and here comes Amari Smith. Cross-court pass. Euro steps, goes through, can't get it to go. Samuel Smith had a heck of a day on offense. He's gotten plenty of fantastic looks on threes at all three levels of the floor, just not able to convert. Kind of feel sorry for the officials here in this situation. Both teams in green.
Makes it a big tough.
I guess that's why we talk about the games and not officiate them. Bounce pass. Open three on the wing. And he rattles it home. And RBC responds. They're still in this ball game. 25-22, 16-56 left to go in the second half. Both teams sitting at one team foul apiece. Great pass. That's a heck of a pass. We can't leave chicken on the bone. That great of a shot, you just have to finish.
You got to finish it, and make that pass maybe next time. You got to put the defense on their heels.
Opposite.
Here comes Hemphill. Every time that we've seen so far is not afraid to get in the full court and put some pressure on the opposing offenses as White back-to-back offensive rebounds, resulting in a basket and a foul. 27-22 now, 16-21 and counting. On the line for the second time this afternoon will be Anthony White. First trip to the line went empty. Let's see if he can put some points on the board for his fellow Hornets.
It seems like he's carrying their energy right now.
He rattles that one home. Remember, all free throw attempts are just one shot. Both teams have 7 fouls to give. Ball will be out of bounds. Lane Craven on the far side. Here on the Antler Sports Network booth, stepping out of bounds. Kind of difficult when you're used to it being a more solid line. Sometimes you just got to get used to a piece of tape being your out of bounds line.
Right.
Here's Smith. Dribble handoff to White. He was with a technical foul under the basket, waiting for the official ruling here. Seemed there was a technical foul called on Hemphill's number 4, Tavion Williams. Looking over the rules here, learned that all technical fouls result in an automatic 2 points and possession. That might come back to bite him in the end. That now makes this a 4-point ball game, 28-24 the score. 14:53 left to go.
You got to keep your cool when you're one of the key players for your team.
Because one thing he's gotten great looks. He just has to knock him down, and that could really carry some momentum for a team. That's the 12-foot jumper. Goes down, RBC. Just like that. That's a 4-point swing in less than 30 seconds. But take that back. Not if Quavian Smith has anything to say about it. He goes up with an easy bucket for 2, making up for that last point-blank layup he missed just 2 possessions ago. Here comes RBC, almost a little miscommunication on the pass. Pull up 3, and he's got it. It's 29-30. We got us a 1-point ball game here. Similar to the previous game. 1 punch thrown, 2 punches thrown back. Neither team able to maintain control. The biggest lead this game has seen is only 5. Gonna be a double dribble call. Looks like an RBC player might have got a hand under the basket.
A little disruption. They're kind of speeding them up a little bit. They've got the juice right now. Let's see what they do.
This is the beauty of momentum in the game of basketball. All from that 1 technical foul. An almost 6-point swing, a 6-2 run. Here's Lakahani. Gets it out to Latrell. Latrell on the far side of the wing. Sitting in a pretty good position here to set up for a wide open 3. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Possession, Hemphill.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of tradition kind of come out in just their performance right now. A lot of times when they're being developed by coaches, a lot of dribble below the knee concepts come into play. But you see how disruptive it can be to them moving and dribbling. That ball has to be a little bit higher to access that shot.
We can access
He's got to hit that shot.
Side step 3 from Taylor White, no good. Here's Daniel, going to take a 3 of his own. His first 3 of the game, no good. Bragg and Taylor corralling forward, can't get it. Fantastic job by RBC to maintain it. Even though they have the mismatch down low, it's going to be a travel called. That's got to be a momentum killer.
Yeah, they're pulling all the energy out of the room right now. It goes to mental processing speed, keeping those movements in order, man. It shows up.
Hair over 12.5 minutes left to go in this ball game. Both teams sitting at 2 team fouls apiece. Dangerous lob pass into Taylor. Taylor rises up, whistles blown. Looks like a rogue basketball from the game just across from us. That's why events like this are a blessing and a curse. You get 3 games going at one time, but might have a ball fly over, and worst case scenario could injure somebody. But so far, back to play resuming as normal. Bragg receiving the dribble handoff. Said he's going to take it himself. Crosses over, drives, goes up. Tried to get that pass into Smith, but he gets the steal. Going up is Daniel through contact, no good. Rebound corralled by Lakahani. Lob pass up to Latrell. Latrell one-on-one, fantastic block by Taylor. Taylor did a great job there, just getting the ball away, not trying to go for the spectacular block, not fouling either. See kids try to go for the big-time highlight play and messing around and get a foul call.
Hey.
Corner 3, he's got it. And RBC takes only their 2nd lead of this game. 32-30 the score. Just under 11 and a half left to go.
Keep playing. Come on, drop down your hands. Hands, guys. Hands.
Here's Smith.
Hands.
Smith taking the screen.
Hands.
Back out to White. White looked like he wanted to let that fly.
Yeah.
White goes through.
Hey.
Fantastic layup.
Let's go. Peace in the air. You got to have that to pull off dynamic finishing.
Got to have that poise, because poise has become the word of the day here.
Yeah. It's always in there. Oh, I see where he wanted to go with it.
He had to continue that cut there. Lakahani wants to make that backside pass. Latrell, stutter steps. Official's going to call it a double dribble. Turnover for RBC. Possession, Hemphill. I know we talked about this. I know I was over at your facility in Flint, Texas. We see pro players always kind of that hand, that sweet spot, whether it be a carry, a double dribble. We see NBA guys try to push that line constantly. Not in here. It's not happening. Call that almost immediately. Here's Taylor. Back to the top of the key to Smith. Smith with 10.5 left to go. All tied here at 32. Two team fouls apiece for both teams.
Oh, good
White,
pass.
fantastic pass. Goes up and it's sent away. Smith goes back up and he's going to go for points the easy way. Heading back to the charity stripe. It'll be his 2nd trip to the line. As the game goes on, even from our last game, we're seeing that window, that pass, that screen, that easy roll be seen more and more. And the passes seem to get tighter. I guess they can hear you.
Yeah, right.
3rd team foul on RBC. Free throw is short, off the front iron, no good. Here's Lakahani, swings it over to Cantrell.
Tied up right now.
Here's Latrell. driving over to the corner. Top of the key. Way downtown. Can't get it to go. RBC bench to our left, waiting for him to knock that down. Gets the offensive rebound. Pull-up jumper, free throw line, no good. Can't get it to fall. Here comes Taylor. It's a one-on-one break if he hurries.
That one.
Goes up,
Yeah.
he's got it. Look, he tried to put a little extra something on there. Could have just
Yeah.
went up for the easy finish, but no, guess he wanted to be kind of saucy with it, as the kids say. Pull-up three for Latrell, no good. Gets it right back, no boxing out at all. 9:17 left to go, and he's got it. If I'm the Hemphill coach, I hate possessions like that.
Yeah.
You take a far side three, ball goes long side iron, and he comes back and gets his own rebound and results in points. Can't have that happen. Got to get a butt on somebody, got to get a body on somebody and box out. Here comes Taylor. Taylor drives, skips through. He's got back-to-back buckets.
He's back in the air. He's got a little bit of piece in there. That's part of his strength. I can see how he's playing, driving and finishing in a dynamic way. If you can't stop him, you got a problem.
That change of pace. Anybody can have change of pace in the open floor, but as he drives through traffic, that's a special quality to have. Here comes Bragg. Bragg looking down floor. Skies through, can't get that floater to go. Smith, great job to get it out to White. White looks like he wanted that three again. Hop
He
steps.
wants that finish. Yeah.
Goes through and he's got it. That's six straight. 6 straight buckets just going through the lane for Anthony White.
If you let him in the air, he's at home.
Home is where the heart is. Home is where the points are. What it
Let's
seems
go.
to be. Can't get it to fall. RBC just can't seem to catch a break. Look who it is. Yet again, Anthony White. He's got it through. Looked like he wanted to try to get on SportsCenter real quick. I think we have an early. I think we have an easy contender so far for our HTO terrific performer as Bragg skies through. He's got a 3-on-1 break, but no. Whistle is blown. Looks like it was out of bounds on the far side. Couldn't really see. It was a 3-on-1 break. You knew something amazing was going to happen on that fast break. You could tell.
Right.
3-on-1 break. Everybody's running, filling their lanes correctly. Nothing but good could have came out of that. Here's Lakahani. Takes a 19-foot jumper. The bank is open. Bigs like that, you like that he can stretch the floor and take that easy 19-foot jumper. Those shots are valuable down the stretch.
Absolutely.
40-36. 7:22 left to go in this ball game. Smith jabs, doesn't want that three. Takes it back out and he's taking his time. As you can see, Anthony White right in front of us here is getting face guarded. He's sending it at the half-court line. Smith drives, skies through, can't get it to go. His Smith brother can't get it to fall either. Here comes Latrell. Latrell, uneven break, steps back, jabs through. Fantastic change of pace. He's got to finish that. Smith with a tough rebound. He's got an uneven 3-on-1 break. He's going to take it himself, rises through, and he's got it.
Go.
So far, I think it's pretty easy. He has definitely been our HTO Tyler terrific performer. He's done a great job on the defensive end. Even better job on the offensive end. Here's Latrell. Latrell finds a man in the corner. Jabs, doesn't want that three. Looking for Lakahani down low and gets it. Lakahani, top of the key. 17-foot jumper, no good. Rebound Smith, rebound Hemphill Hornets. And here comes Anthony White yet again. White crossing the timeline. 6:20 left to go. 42-36 your score. Here's White. White driving. Fantastic pass to Smith. And he smoked it. He missed it. You have to dunk it. You got to dunk it. At that point, you just have to throw it down. Just get to the easy way. Let's see if RBC can capitalize. They're trying to get Latrell open. Finds Lakahani. Lakahani rips through. He's got the bank again. Looks like the bank is still open on a Wednesday afternoon.
He's warmed up. He's ready to go.
You know, banks usually close at 4 o'clock. I know the local ones do, but it's still open here on the campus of UT Tyler.
He says all cash.
All cash, no change. Here's White. White sidesteps.
Yeah, they're just watching him. They need to help him right now.
Bragg over to White. Calls for the screen. Goes through. Amazing pass. Goes up. He's going to get fouled.
You know, I would try to go ahead and finish that one. Since I got it going right now.
One thing I do like to see is that guards are becoming more and more applicable to calling their own screens. You get sick of coach saying set a screen or pick and roll.
That's it.
As a good guard, you got to be able to see the floor, take advantage of your matchups, go try to get a bucket. Coach doesn't always have to help call plays to get something going on offense.
Absolutely.
Tanner Daniel, his second trip to the line, no good. But Smith, there he is. Quavian Smith, I guess if you're taking up cracks at it, you got to knock it down eventually, right?
There you go.
4:52 left to go in the in the second half. RBC trying to go amongst the trees here for a post-up. Skies
Hey.
through. I guess it worked. Serves me right. Substitutions being made. And it's 40-44. This game isn't over yet. It's still just a hair over 4.5 minutes left to go. The game is far from over.
Right.
Here comes Hemphill. Swarm across the chest, as they are the Hornets.
1-1 have been playing this game between the ears right now. They've been really at the headspace that's required to be mastered in basketball. Good take. You got to finish, though.
Very tough take, skying through the traffic amongst the RBC lime green trees. Let's see if this boy squad can try to get something going. Fantastic hands by Bragg. Stops the fast break. Substitutes are once again being made.
You know, and we saw that highlighted in a recent film called Hustle. If you hadn't checked out Hustle, it's a great movie.
Fantastic movie. I loved it.
It's one of my favorites. It's up there with The Sixth Man, which is my favorite, my personal favorite. But just the back and forth between the star of the movie and Anthony Edwards, it's that in between stuff that you got to master. If someone can get up under your skin as a basketball player, they're already halfway winning that battle. You've got to stay calm and collected the whole time.
You know, basketball is just as much of a mental sport as it is a physical sport.
Absolutely.
Bragg can't get that three-pointer to fall. That's only his second attempt downtown so far this afternoon. Here comes Latrell. Latrell, fantastic hunter, and he's got it. It's a one-possession ball game here, folks. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left to go. 44-42 your score. Pull up. Here's White. It's going to be off left, and it is side iron, no good. You can tell from our angle. He goes through, and he's got it back. And there goes that momentum. Almost like sucking the air out of an opponent. When you hit a big shot like that and they come down the other end and give up an even easier bucket, got to limit.
Oh, good backdoor
like
cut.
That. And there it is. That's what they needed. These two heavyweight fighters, one punch thrown, another punch thrown. No one able to take advantage here.
So this is the part where coaches emphasize defense. This is what wins the championship.
Empty possessions are going to what is going to differentiate these two teams. Both teams are scoring very efficiently. Here comes Bragg.
Let's go.
Goes up, can't get it. RBC with a rebound. Is going to be a blocking foul. Bragg a little bit too out of control there. But sometimes at that point, they got the rebound. You just got to let it go. Don't want to do anything extra.
Set up your defense and get ready to compete at the other end.
It's crunch time now. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go. One possession game, Hemphill up 2. Boyd trying to continue this momentum swing. Hemphill getting a technical foul earlier on. Pretty much spurred the second win from RBC. Wing, wide open 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Bragg putting his arms up. The official making the call. It's going to be RBC basketball. If I'm a coach, I like this. I like this situation. You know you're going to get a good look out of your baseline out of bounds sets. Let's see if you can capitalize. In the corner, drives, tough shot.
Yeah.
Tough shot, very quick shot. Sometimes quick shots aren't always good shots.
Right.
Fantastic pass by White. Goes up, and he's got it.
And a strong finish.
That's what we call big. That's a big man finish right there. That's a grown man finish. Amarion Smith. A fantastic off guard for Anthony White. Anthony White's more of the quick, speedy, off the ball kind of point guard.
Yeah.
Able to control the offense. Amari Smith, he's kind of your enforcer at the 2-guard spot.
Right.
He's going to get in, get his hands dirty. Free throw is off, no good. Here comes RBC. 4-point game. They got to get something going and fast here. Just under a minute, 50 seconds to go. They can't take their time. Here's Lakahani. Lakahani, bounce pass in. Rick Rao by RBC. Steps over. They got to get a bucket here, but a turnover is not what they needed. 40 seconds left to go. It's a 4-point game. One more bucket could possibly end this thing. Anthony White's going to try to make that bucket. He goes up, and there it is. That could be the dagger. 6-point game. 30 seconds left. Goes through. It's Latrell. Latrell, that shot is sent away. As it is.
It's tough right now.
It's only a 6-point game. The clock is normal now. 50-44. It's 24 seconds. Hemphill taking their time. Amarion Smith calming down to cross the timeline. Here's Smith. RBC coach instructing his players to foul, and they do. 8 seconds left. Might have been a little too late.
Yeah. I think that last shot.
Get up right now, match
They were down by.
right there. Don't let him inbound.
I want to say they were down by 4. They were down by 4.
They could have got a quality shot, and we kind of rushed. We rushed into that possession, and we're paying for it.
There's that 7th foul. As we know, both teams start out with 7 fouls to give to get in the single bonus, double bonus after 10 fouls. Want to give a quick thank you to all the fantastic UT Tyler hands that helped make this camp possible and for inviting the Antler Sports Network out. I also want to thank you, before we end this broadcast off, Mr. Johnson from Hoopstar Academy, for being here with us today. I'm glad that people could be able to get some of your basketball insight with 5 seconds left.
I appreciate being here. It's been fun. It's been fantastic. You know, anytime I can give any sort of value, you know, to our community, that's what I want to do. And if it's in the form of my basketball knowledge, expertise, then hey, let's do it.
All right, and that concludes day 1 of this full week of action-packed basketball. Your final score: Hemphill 52, RBC Boyd 44. For Matthew Hermans, for DeMarcus Johnson, for myself, Jared Jones, thank you for tuning into this broadcast on the Antler Sports Network. Tune in tomorrow for, at the same times, 2 more fantastic matchups. You're watching the UT Tyler High School Team Camp on the Antler Sports Network.